What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So I'm here and I just want to go over something that I think is very important as far as having like bug out vehicles and having equipment to be able to travel or just do work in the case that something bad were to happen. One thing that I feel that is very important is to make sure that you have a truck, number one, instead of a car, because a truck with four-wheel drive anyway, you have a truck with four-wheel drive, you can do a lot more pulling, pushing, a lot more work, and a lot more just so you can get a lot more done with a four-wheel drive truck than you can with a front-wheel drive small car. Obviously, trucks are workhorses, cars are luxury vehicles. So if you have a truck, number one, that's number one. But number two, when you have a truck, I think that it's very, very important to have a winch. And so I'm going to talk today about the winch that I personally use, and it's this one. Well, not 100% this one. This one is an Xpower 10,000 pound, so 5-ton winch. I use the Xpower 12,000 pound 6-ton winch. So this is the same thing, it's just 1 ton less pulling capacity than the one that I use. So this is the one that I'm actually going to be going to in the case that mine were to go down. I would be moving from using the 12,000 pound winch to the 10,000 pound winch. This one's brand new. You can get it at your local TSC, Tractor Supply Company store. I believe that you might be able to get them on Amazon. I'm not 100% sure, but you know, I'm not going to take this out of the box or anything, but I probably will take you around the front of my Avalanche, because my Avalanche is my bug out vehicle, and I'll show you the 12,000 pound, which is exactly the same thing as this. The only difference, like I said, is the pulling capacity. So I'm not going to take this out of the box, but I do want to tell you about it real quick. This thing is a wireless remote or a corded remote 10,000 power winch. So you can put this on your vehicle, pull the rope out, tie it around something, and you can either have a corded remote or a cordless remote. Push the button and it will start drawing whatever you have wrapped. It will start drawing it towards your truck. This thing is absolutely amazing. I know a couple people who actually use the Xpower 10,000 pound winch, and they say it is absolutely amazing. It's never failed them. And like I said, I use the 12,000 pound Xpower winch, and I have to say that I am absolutely amazed. I have pulled out trees from the woods. Like I'll go into the woods, cut a big, huge tree down. I'm talking trees that are just twice the amount that I can wrap my arms around. And I've taken that winch and put onto it, and it's just pulled it completely right out of the woods. I mean, it's just amazing. I put tension on trees that have not been cut down yet with this winch. You know, I tied it onto the trees and put tension on it so that it would snap it where you go notch your tree out, you tie the winch onto the top of the tree and you put some tension on it, it'll pop the tree down and it'll make it fall down. And then you can use the winch to pull it out. And I'll tell you what, I've been absolutely amazed and very, very satisfied with my winch. Like I said, this is the winch that I use. I just use the 12,000 instead of the 10,000 pound pulling capacity. And I'm actually going to take you guys around front real quick and show you what mine looks like on the vehicle so you can get a better idea. Because like I said, even though this is 10,000, not 12,000 pounds, it's the same setup, it's the same look, same size, same everything. So I'm going to take you around in front of my Avalanche and give you guys a better look at that. Alright, so here we go. Right here is the winch. So this is the 12,000 pound Xpower winch. And I have used this thing for the last like 4 years, and it has absolutely just been a beast of a monster, pulling trees out of the woods, pulling cars and trucks out of ditches, and just anything that I need it to do. It's just absolutely been awesome and amazing. So you know, I recommend the Xpower 12,000 pound winch. I mean, you know, it's a synthetic rope, so you can see the synthetic rope up in there, and I've kind of got this a little rig because I was pulling a lot of stuff, and actually I broke the rope. I was pulling so much stuff, but it's synthetic rope. It's not cable. I think synthetic rope is a lot safer and a lot better than cable, because cable can snap and it can do very bad things to vehicles and humans that are in its way when it snaps and whips back. Synthetic rope does not do that. It just breaks and just falls to the ground. So, and the synthetic rope, honestly, you know, you can watch YouTube videos on it and you can do a power test yourself with them, and synthetic rope actually is stronger than the cable. If you get the same size rope and as you do the cable, you'll find that the cable will snap before the rope will break. So this is my setup right here of how I have it onto the Avalanche. I have a front hitch receiver back in here, if you guys can kind of see that, how it goes in there, and then the winch plate just kind of goes onto that, and then the winch just sets right on it. And like I said, my Avalanche weighs about 7,000 pounds. And you know, if you use snatch blocks, you know, I've done a little bit of snatch blocking, but not much. But if you use snatch blocks, you can move more than what the winch will move and how much your truck weighs. So my truck weighs 7,000 pounds, so I can pull up to almost 6,999 pounds without the truck moving, and this winch has actually done it. I mean, it's just absolutely been amazing. So I am very satisfied with this. I would recommend the Xpower winch to anybody who would, you know, be willing and want to purchase a winch. So there you guys have it. That's my take on winches. I think that they are not just something like a luxury. I think that they're an absolute necessity. You know, not just for pulling trees out of the wood so you can cut it and use it for firewood or anything like that, but I mean, if something bad happens and the grid goes down and people are traveling and, you know, and you're trying to get out of the country or out of the town, go into the country, or, you know, somewhere unfamiliar, and you have to go off-road, if there's a tree down, you know, I mean, you might be able to hook a rope up to your truck and pull it, but with a winch, you can pull a lot more with snatch blocks, like I was mentioning earlier, and just having a winch to manually just push the button and let it pull it out of the way, it just makes life in a very uncomfortable situation so much more comfortable and so much easier. So that's what I recommend. I have had very good luck and very good things to say about the Xpower winch. So if you guys are in the market for a winch, this is the one that I recommend, and whether you get this one or you get another one, just get a winch. I'll just go ahead and just say it. I mean, like I said, I don't view it as something that just makes things easier. I view it as something that makes things possible, and I think that it's an absolute necessity. So there you have it. That's what I think. You know, if you guys have any other things that you'd like to say about this winch or another winch, or you want to show me, you know, how you guys have your winches hooked up, you know, send me a picture or a comment in the comment section below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel grow. And just, you know, like I said, be prepared for anything. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the next video.